While most everyone was super euphoric a couple days ago, I released a video telling you guys to exercise caution because we were approaching major weakness. Well, sure enough, we have now had that weakness and are starting to break down. In this video, I'm going to talk about what my expectations are for the future and what I saw leading me to the conclusion that we were going to have this breakdown. Let's go ahead and dive right in and let's get it started. So like I was saying, 3 days ago, I released this video. Bitcoin is showing these 8 major signs of weakness. Are we in for a major crash? I'm not going to go over the 8 reasons because this video still covers everything and it's 100% still legitimate. So after this one, make sure to watch this one so you have all the information as to what I was looking for. Now, if you were on my Discord, you got a lot of really good information. I didn't actually enter this short position, but I posted it for everyone if you wanted to dump into it. So these are the targets I was looking for: a 4-hour breaker, 200 moving average, and the 3-day untested support. So I laid it out step by step, even gave you guys a time. This is the opportunity you want to enter right now. So if you were to take that short, you would be very healthily in profit. So the enter position was around 49,400. And we were targeting the first one around 47,000. Then we're going to be targeting 45,000 around the 200 moving average. And then ultimately way down here at 40,000 is absolutely possible in this short position. Now, why did I make these targets? Well, let's go ahead and dive right in. So right here is a 4-hour breaker, okay? This 4-hour breaker should act as support. And here's the cool part. Although it doesn't show in the Binance chart, if you go to Bitstamp, we actually tapped that breaker. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this breaker was tapped, and now we have shown a pretty significant bounce from this level. So could the drop be over? Yes, I think it's legitimately possible the drop is over. But we have some things to look for before I'm convinced that it's over. So let's go ahead to the next target. Well, if that one falls through, my next target is going to be the 200 moving average. If I could find the right chart. There it is. Awesome. So the 200 moving average is my next target. As you guys know, the 200 moving average is like the one that I always look at for a major support and resistance. And since it moves all the time, your target has to move. So today it's right around 45,976. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust this position a little higher up, just so that you're able to catch this movement if you're still in this short. Okay. Now, if we lose that, what's going to happen? Well, the next breaker that we have available to us is right here, and this is a daily breaker, okay? But it's already been tested once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. It's already been tested 4 times. Do I think it's going to hold again? In the short term, sure, but I think ultimately it's going to fail, and our next primary level is this 3-day level way down here at about 40,000, okay? That's a pretty healthy drop. And last night I was bringing up in our stream how we had around a 16% drop left to go before we hit this level. Is this possible? Yes, absolutely. I think this is the last chance area for bulls. I really want to see this. If it does drop down here, I think it would still be healthy. I really do. Now you're saying 40,000, that's a really, really far drop. I can't handle that. The bull market be over, etc. Guys, like this is crypto, okay? Moves like this happen all the time. Just look at this chart and tell me this 16% move is really that significant in the overall crypto market. Guys, these movements happen all the time. So do not think for 1 second that this level of a movement is not possible, because it 100% is, okay? Now, if we do come down there, I think it'd be a very healthy retest, and the reason why is because this is also a level that coincides really well with the top side of this massive range. If you extend this out to the left-hand side, you can see lots and lots of interaction with this price level, okay? Although it's not exactly right here, I think this is a really good area of best fit, and it also, of course, lines up very well with our 3-day breaker. So you can see, once we have this range established, we break out from the range, come back down, retest the range, continue to the upside. This is a really healthy, what's called a bullish retest, and what I really want to see. So, short position is followed. 4-hour breaker, which has already been touched. The 200 moving average in the daily. We technically have this level, but I don't think it's going to hold, and ultimately it's going to go down to 40,000. Now, what other level exists on here, okay? Well, let's go ahead and get rid of this. And there is another level that I want to look at, and it's going to be a Fibonacci retracement of the entire movement. Now, let's go ahead and get the magnet on from the very bottom of the movement to the very top. Okay. The next level that makes sense to me is a 382 retracement. Okay. 382 retracement, which is around 40. What is that? $42,222. So if we go over here, another area that might offer some sort of resistance is going to be that 42,200 levels. So 42,200, right around there. Okay. Which actually coincides really well with this level. So this also may provide a pretty decent level of support. All right. So just to make sure we're all on the same page, I have three primary biases on what's going to happen on Bitcoin. Okay. Number one, it's going to drop down here, tap this level, continue the upside. As you can see, we've already basically tapped it. I would want a little bit more of a retracement, but maybe this might be it. Okay. And it's very possible this is it. And understand, I drew this out yesterday. This isn't something I drew out just now. This is yesterday's chart. So could we have come down here, tap this level, continue up? Yes, that's absolutely possible, right? And the first level of interest is going to be the 3-day breaker right here. This is a 3-day point of breakdown. If you've been following this channel for any period of time, you know this has been my path to success for the last few weeks. Okay, I have not changed this path. This is exactly how it was. The first one was a weekly breaker. Then we have the 200 moving average, the daily breaker, which we've rejected off so far, golden pocket retracement, 702 retracement, and ultimately the 3-day point of breakdown. So this is the last chance for bears, or for the bears to step in and push the price down. If it gets above here, we're going to go to the moon. So it would make sense that whenever we're making these price targets, that we actually target for the last chance for the bulls or for the bears to fight back. But even from here, if we were to get this position, it would be a really, really good opportunity and a pretty decent increase in price. So from, let's say we enter around now to around here, is a 20% increase. Awesome, right? However, let's say we come down here and hit the last stand level for the bull market, right? What I talked about earlier. What would this increase be? If we get this opportunity, that's a 42% increase on Bitcoin. That's a really, really good opportunity, and I think it's a very high likelihood that this area would hold. It's a massive 3-day breaker, and it's also the top side of this range. It makes a lot of sense. Now, we do have the 382 Fibonacci level that might act as some sort of support level, but we'll have to play that by ear as we approach it. So if we're seeing some bullish divergences or even some low time frame interaction with this that's showing a lot of bullishness, sure, I may enter here, but ultimately my target is going to be here if we lose this breaker, okay? So if we lose this level up here, we're going to be targeting down here. It's pretty simple, right? Now, let's talk about worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario. We always have to have that in the back of our mind. Let's say this level fails, okay? If this level fails, I do not think that this level will fail. I think this weekly breaker and the July open is very, very strong. I really do think it would be, and it has not been tested yet. But if it gets down this level, I think that's a good sign that the bull market is actually over. I think it's too far of a retracement, and I think that this 3-day breaker would act as too much support. So if I was to get an entry in this opportunity, I would be looking for a short position, okay? And if I get that short position, it will be I will be buying down here, selling and going short up here, and I'll be targeting way down here at the 200 weekly moving average, okay? I know that may be terrifying for a lot of you guys, but understand the 200 weekly moving average is the level where we always get our major drops to. Okay, right here you can see it, right here you can see it. So ultimately, if we do break down from here, I think ultimately we will get another retest of the 200 moving average, right? This is not my primary bias, but traders have to remain flexible and just be prepared for everything. So if we do show a lot of weakness, if we do go down to this weekly breaker, I think that we are going to be looking for a short all the way down to the 200 weekly moving average, in which case I will be going super long because this would be an absolutely amazing buy opportunity if we get it. Now, let's see. What else do I want to talk about? So I've given you guys the 3 scenarios. Either we're basically done with the drop, we have about 20% more to go, or the market is utterly screwed and we're just going to go down to 14,000. Now, in the first 2 scenarios, obviously our alts are taking a hit right now. But The question here is, are our altcoins just going to suffer the entire way down? The answer is no. Okay, the answer is a straight up, flat out no. And we know this because, give me 1 second, I'll get everything set up the way I want it to. Let me find a good clean chart. There's a clean chart. Oh, wait, no, it's not. 1, 2. This will work. Perfect. Okay, we have a clean chart here. Okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to annotate this level right here. Give me 1 second, I'll get it all set up. It's going to be the total 2 chart. So essentially what I'm showing you guys here is that just because the market is, there we go. Just because the market is stagnant on Bitcoin or even dropping on Bitcoin does not mean that the altcoins will also do the same thing. So from February 15th, which is right here, February 15th to March 10th, okay, look at these 2 charts. They're lined up exactly on the way they are. Look at what happens when Bitcoin is stagnant or even dropping, okay? While Bitcoin is stagnant or even dropping, the rest of the alts are actually exploding, okay? We had a 161% increase on the entire altcoin market in the span of 2 months, while Bitcoin is doing absolutely nothing. So from here to here, we had around a 20% increase, while this market had a 160% increase, okay? So just because Bitcoin is going sideways or even dropping does not mean the rest of the alts are going to be crashing. To give you a great example of that, look at what's going on some of our charts right now. All right. Give you an idea, Alice today took off. Where's it at? Yep, C98 had a really good increase. I know Alice had a good increase today, if I can find it. There it is. This one had a 32% increase today. Another one of our coins that I've called out before, XTZ Tezos, has actually had a really good increase today. So just because Bitcoin's dropping does not mean the rest of the alts are going to drop with it. The important thing is that you need to find the right alt to hedge against Bitcoin. If a confirmed bear market or even a bear correction is happening, then money is going to flow out of Bitcoin into altcoins so they can have an exit pump. Okay. The important thing is we want to catch those exit pumps, just like for XRP. Okay, I'll give you an idea of how crazy this is. So for XRP, not XPR, XRP, we're going to go back to the weekly chart. Okay, look at this. There we are. Look at the time frame of this massive pump. Okay, this massive pump right here. This started November or December 11th, and Bitcoin wrong one. Bitcoin, sorry about this on that, but I just wanted to make sure you guys get the information on here. Oh my gosh, I can't find the right chart. There you go, Coinbase one. Okay, look at what happened. December 11th was the absolute end of the bull run for Bitcoin, right? However, if you go to XRP actually had its major increase starting after Bitcoin has started its massive exit pump. Okay, so that just goes to show you these two lines are identical. Okay, while Bitcoin is topped off, XRP starts its movement. Just to give you an idea, just because the Bitcoin is crashing does not mean that the altcoins are going to stop. This is actually where the money starts flowing out of Bitcoin and going into other coins like XRP. Okay, so just to give you an idea, hypothetically, if our worst case scenario does play out and we do start crashing, the bear market's over or the bull market's over, we're going to keep going down, does not mean we're done trading. Okay, our alts will still have exit pumps. They'll still have a ton of money that flows into them. You will still be able to make plenty of money. And not only that, short positions are also a great opportunity, right? So I made more money in the bear market than I do during bull markets. Okay, I honestly do, because that's where I was raised at, right? So 3 years of my experience in the crypto wasn't a bear market, and I got really, really good at trading them. So I'm very excited. I hope we have a bear market come soon so I can really pick up some really coins for dirt cheap and keep going. So overall, guys, I know I'm sort of rambling, but I want to make it very clear to you guys that Yes, Bitcoin is showing a lot of weakness. Yes, it can go down 20% lower from its current position and still be completely healthy. Or yeah, so 20% drop is completely healthy for Bitcoin. Okay. However, just because it does drop does not mean that the alts cannot flourish. Okay, and XRP is a great example of that. So be careful. There's definitely a lot of bearish signs in the market. I think we have a lot of I'm not sure yet, right? I'm not sure if the drop's over or not. It's really hard to tell. I don't know when I'll make a next video on this, but what I will absolutely have you guys do is jump on here and become a member of the Discord, because I do update all the time, as you guys can see, right? I keep people up to date on what's going on in Bitcoin and the rest of the market. So be on there, and not only that, if you could become or consider becoming a Patreon member, because Patreons actually get additional information like on my altcoin plays, and I've even yesterday and the day before that I got into Discord calls with all of my Patreon members, and we just had fun, talked for about 2 hours about crypto and things like that. So if you want to get in a call with me and actually be able to ask me questions and things like that, I mean, $20 a month is really cheap. Not only that, I only have 4 spots remaining, and then it gets increased to $40 a month. So, yeah, guys, check it out. Really do appreciate it. Outside of that, have a fantastic day. Be safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.